Hey Duke, I thought I would put this video together to thank you for not only an incredible season, but for the last 4 years. My favorite memory of my career was when we finally beat LaSalle in the brick oven and celebrated in the locker room. That was one game I will never ever forget. Here are a few of my teammates reflecting on the 2018-2019 season.
My favorite memory of Duke was our first time going to San Diego when we were boogie boarding with him and he lost his swimsuit. Oh, wait, that was Hannah.
My favorite memory of Duke is when we were at practice and he came up to me and told me that I needed to fake my injury, and everyone believed it.
My favorite memory is when we beat Pendleton to get to Gill and we celebrated by dunking Gatorade all over Duke and it got on Salome.
My favorite memory of Duke is when I got the spray tan and he just full on roasted me, and then he got a zit and he blamed it on me.
My favorite memory of Duke would have to be when we were at State coming out of the Hawaiian restaurant, because all season he tried to get a rise out of me, and he had the girls at his car take our aux cord, but it happened to be my charger. And so I started screaming at him and Dodie to give me my charger back, and he thought it was really funny. So yeah.
Hi Duke. I just wanted to say my favorite memory of you and the program was probably when I was coming into Wilsonville and I was transferring in, and my mom and you were communicating over text, and I had no idea what you looked like or who this Wilsonville coach was. And so you're okay, let's meet at Dairy Queen out of all the places. So we went to Canby and we pulled up and we walk in and I see just this big dude, and he comes up to me and he's like, Are you Emily Scanlon? And I was like, yes, I am. And so then we ordered our food and our ice cream, and we were just chowing down, and we were just talking about basketball and the program and stuff like that, and how excited you were for me to be transferring. And you talked about playing summer ball and stuff like that, and how that went, because my last summer ball game was against Wilsonville from North Marion. So I was like, oh, how's this season gonna be if we just totally destroyed them? But everything turned out good, and I'm so glad I transferred.
Hi, Dookie J. So my favorite memory of the season was going to San Diego and watching you get lit on the boogie boarding, and also when you texted in the group chat to not at him. That was a good memory.
My favorite memory is when Duke roasted me in the locker room after we won our third place game.
My favorite memory was from Corvallis when you absolutely demolished the entire team in a round of mini golf.
Our favorite memory of Duke is when we first transferred our sophomore season.
And he called us Sandy and LaSalle for the next 2 years.
Thanks, Duke, for an amazing season that I'll never forget.
Thank you, Duke, for an amazing season.
Thank you for a great season.
Thank you, Duke, for all the wonderful memories we've created this season.
Thank you, Duke, for an unforgettable senior year.
Thank you, Duke, for an incredible season.
Thank you, Duke, for an amazing season.
Thank you, Duke, so much for teaching me how to be super aggressive this season, and always making me work hard and do my best.
And I'm so glad I transferred, and thank you so much for being an amazing coach these past 2 seasons.
Thank you for a great season, and I'm looking forward to next year.
Thank you for an amazing season.
Here's a little behind the scenes story for you, Duke, just so you remember this season. You might have remembered in San Francisco, me and Sid Guttridge had a little falling out, but after the moment, we were better than ever, I might say. But what happened was I had some shaving cream in our room for some reason, and one morning I woke up Kayla with a nice smack to the face of shaving cream. And I thought I would want to do it again to Kayla just because she was getting on my nerves like she always does. And I just wanted to put her back down to her level. So I walked over to Kayla's room, I walked over to Kayla with shaving cream on my hand. And she jumped into Sid's bed and for some reason grabbed my hand full of shaving cream and it kind of got everywhere around on Cyd's bed and like in her speaker, and and it like hurt her phone and got on her head a little bit, but it wasn't on Kayla at all. And then it got in my mouth, and then me and Kayla ran out of the room, and then Cyd wouldn't let us back into the room for a good 30 minutes. And we even went down to the hotel lobby to get a card key, but she locked the room manually, so we couldn't get in. I was starting to get a little concerned, and then when we walked in, there were some tears that were shed, and I thought I wasn't going to be sleeping in that room that night, but we handled it and we worked it out, and it was just a good memory that we can look back on.
Also, we'd like to give a big shout out to Ty Money, Ty Vanacker,
Ty Liana,
And Ty Dolla $ign.
Okay, just go for it.
One great memory of Tyler Vanacker is when me and Kayla stalked his Facebook and looked at every single photo of him when he was in college too.
And seeing all of his pictures in his rock band getting lit.